Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Wagwan, my people, hope everybody doing okay, hope everybody doing alright. People, round a yard get shot up again, but them face that you nobody no dead, me now go tell you, I can tell you what go on now. Round a Dunkirk, me see about 12 of them get shot. But the people them not here. Because if them serve me correctly, me can't really remember all the things still. But me sure say, them not get no permit for keep no party around there. So who can't hear shall feel. Don't worry on yourself still, people. Reprisal is coming. Yes, you know Dunkirk angle for them bangle different already. Once one place get shot up, I guarantee you somewhere else will get shot up. So no need to worry on yourself. Don't need to worry. Ball to ball coming through down again. Me gonna move from under my tent and touch the road and make know exactly where I go on. So don't worry. Me gonna call the dead body them phone as soon as them drop. I make I move on with the news. Police arrest a woman suspect of lottery scamming in St. Elizabeth. Kick back on me telling you what go on now, my people. A woman has been arrested and charged with knowingly possessing identified information after she was caught with electronic device during a stop and search operation along the Gònąttack Main Road in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth on Saturday. She has been identified as 22-year-old Melissa Brown of Park Mountain District in the parish. Reporters that at about 5:27 p.m. lawmen were conducting the operation when Brown was stopped. During the search, the police said a few electronic devices was found in her possession containing identified information. Brown was taken into custody and subsequently interviewed and charged. Her court date is being finalized. As soon as we get the court date, I couldn't know where going. Hold on now, my people. 33-year-old man suspected of committing suicide in St. Catherine. Mr. People, the coming to come out to them numbers to look go on. They must watch on my view. We want to make sure them put down the body good in the van. We don't just want them fling it down. So, people, me telling you what go on now. A St. Catherine man is suspected of committing suicide at his home in Ebony Vale, St. Catherine, early Sunday morning. Deceased has been identified as 33-year-old Anthony Green. According to information received from the Constabulary Force Corporate Communication Unit, Green was found hanging from a staircase with a belt tied around his neck. I wonder if somebody put the belt around him neck and show him out, because from the other day, I load and we see them and put people for hang out like close pan line, you know. He was taken to, guess which hospital, people, because I live at Portmore and Portmore have no hospital, so we don't know how it will become parish. Said what I said, and I mean what I said, I mean not take him back. Right over Spanish Town, them can't put him down on the mark. Remember me telling you, the people them come out in them numbers. Family members revealed to our news team that Green had lost his job 2 weeks ago. You know, star me, I just come and tell you, no. Shake a friend before you need a friend. Find somebody to talk to. Don't turn to the rope. Rope is not the hope. Top turn to the rope. You understand a matter of fact? It's easier to turn to the rope than to go slap at somebody else, you know. Me, I be honest, so don't know, but find somebody talk to, man. No say things tough, no say times rough. Find somebody talk to. The same politician them will come round, come see you vote a year time or whenever election call. Find them and talk to them. So watch on, man. Fall upon hard time, I drop on my face. I need a little job, I need a little day's work. Some of the time, you know. Only can do some little day's work to go up on some site, swing some bucket. Hold on a bit then now, I can talk to my people them for a bit because somebody need to hear this. Not because you have a PhD, you have a master's or whatever form of tertiary education you have. It means that you cannot go and get a work in a supermarket. You're not working. So anyway, the little job come for make 2 ends meet, go and go do it. You understand? Go and go do it. Stop down one little man who see us sweep the streets. You sit down at home now do nothing. And you have all this education and no money in your pocket. So look into yourself. Can't say me never had one no. Make I move on now and get the people them some more news because some other little thing go on. And yes, Stephanie is here, people. But I assume make Stephanie talk too now. The hunt is still on for a taxi driver who was involved in a hit-and-run motor vehicle accident on Friday, which claimed the life of an elderly man. The incident occurred in Crossroads, St. Andrew, and killed 60-year-old David Bailey. Head of Jamaica Constabulary Force Corporate Communication Unit Senior Superintendent, people, or favorite mistake, Stephanie Lindsay said the incident occurred sometime after 8 in the evening. Stephanie, come talk to your people, because they must say a long time they hear your voice.
We're able to confirm that 60-year-old David Bailey of Annatown Kingston address was killed in a motor vehicle accident. What was reported to us that sometime after 8 p.m. he was in the process of crossing the street when he was hit by a grey Probox motor car which did not stop. He was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital where he was pronounced dead. So far, we don't have anyone turning up at any police station to report that they were involved in an accident. So we have it logged as a hit-and-run accident, and we continue with the investigation with a view of determining who was the driver of this motor car that hit and killed Mr. Bailey.
I don't want to celebrate Stephanie's success too soon. You understand, Stephanie's improving. But anyway, we can move on in the news because I can't believe we're at this stage again. I can tell you what I talk about. The continuous issue of inappropriate hairstyle for students in school has made its way to the forefront again following the recent dismissal of a male student from a St. Andrew-based primary school. The 11-year-old student of the Dunrobin Primary School was sent home with a letter to his mother on April 6, demanding that he does not return to the premises until his hairstyle is fixed. Attorney at law, guess all people? Bert Samuels was retained by the student's mother. You know, once they retain Bert Samuels, you know, the man they go sub him and draw for the big book and come out, come read. Oh, and only passing thing and tell the people them exactly what go on before him even retract. That's why him say, yo, mother, carry the picnic go to school. Walk the picnic through the gate and put the picnic sit down in a class. A matter of fact, Bert Samuels, come tell the people them what go on. Because I don't want them feel like I make a story about you.
The whole thing started with government policy which was published in one of the leading newspapers on the 14th of June last year, where the Ministry of Education sent out that in public schools, no child should be turned away from school because of hairstyle. And against that background, the head mistress of the Dunrobin Primary School wrote a letter to the parents of the 11-year-old male student at Dunrobin Primary and told them in that letter that he has been spoken to the child more than once and he needs to leave the school, he's not to return. And that was a letter dated the 6th of April. He's not to return until the matter is resolved. So when we got those instructions, we took photographs, had photographs of him. He had a faded hairstyle. His hair is natural, but black people's hair, African Jamaican hair. And we said, what's wrong here? Firstly, the child's parents were never engaged before he was dismissed from school and sent home, never engaged in the conversation. And secondly, this flies in the face of the child's constitutional right to public education. And thirdly, it flies in the face of the Ministry of Education's rules that no child should be turned away because of hairstyle. I think we're all fed up of this attack on young people. I mean, when it's not locks, it's other things. And we seem to be more preoccupied with what's on the head of the child rather than what we are putting in the head of the child. Therefore, we gave this letter to the mother. She was very strong. She took him back to school. She took him past security. She put him in his classroom and said, listen, on the advice of my attorney, my child is returning to school. Well, he was allowed on Friday the 8th to continue in school, and we're looking to see what will happen on Monday morning. If they turn him away, then we'll go into court for an injunction, a prohibition against him not being in school. Quite frankly, the school has no power to turn away anyone for their hairstyle. That's not what you do. And, you know, it's too draconian. a punishment, and it also is not something that they should be concerned about. They should be concerned about learning, not the hear of the child. Yes, we copied the minister, we copied of education, the minister of culture, we copied the public defender, we copied the child CDL, child care, that.
If you never either watch the video while you listen, you miss out on some things, so you need to go back, go look. You understand? Come and show the hairstyle. I don't want nobody in the comment section that say my view. Who need to see the hairstyle for me, the judge of the hairstyle yourself? Me show you the hairstyle, so go on back, go look on it. You understand?